consider the task of presenting a speech like this one, I think a great deal, and all ideas, events, and people I've encountered recently along the way, and gradually a message begins to come together. Recently, with other presidents in the Maryland Community College system, we have all discussed the particular challenges that awaited us this fall. The world and the nation around us stand at one of the greatest historical crossroads that humanity has ever found itself in. Whether considering the global environmental situation, the state of international relations, the tenor and reality of our own nation's political discourse, and the application of these things by the 24-hour news cycle and social media, two phrases have come to my mind over the last couple of weeks. The first is that supposed Chinese proverb, some described it as a curse, which is most likely apocryphal, may you live in interesting times. The other is Tip O'Neill's famous use of the phrase, all politics are local. Now let me explain. I wish to acknowledge the importance and criticality of the broader events and movements around us. In particular, we've had some horrendous events in the last several weeks that have afflicted a number of communities in the United States. They are serious, and we should consider our role in providing the answers to those challenges, among the others, wherever we can. We do live in interesting times. As a historian, I understand that intrinsically. I grew up with survivors of World War I, the Great Depression, World War II, all around me. I, of course, like some of you in this room, grew up amidst the Cold War and served in both the military and national service as that great conflict also came to an end. Now to the local. I would manipulate the phrase to say social solutions are local. And while not a perfect phrase for what I mean, I will explain it. We can make a difference in our homes, in our neighborhood, and in our community. And at Chesapeake, as far as our community is concerned, in the Midshore region, we are the center of the universe. It is here that we make the difference. With each individual student we serve, our alums, now numbering in the thousands, from the entry points of short-term non-credit training or education to our broad scope of adult basic learning to our meaningful portfolio and academic degrees, that is our first place of influence and progressive change. Our status as a leading organization on the national stage in sustainable energy and water conservation provides a national example for how these things can be done. And finally, to invoke George Herbert Walker Bush's concept of 1,000 points of light, I recognize the individual impact each one of you make as you provide service and leadership in the community wherever you live. And that is how we make that difference. And it is awesome. Now to a word about the college. We are in a good place. I still haven't figured this out. Last fall, we took a brief look at a number of statistics as far as our college is concerned, including completion rates, completion of 9 credits in the first semester, and completion of gateway courses in math and English. I want you to all keep those in mind this year. The data, however, for this fall has not changed that much, and otherwise remains a little contradictory. So we're going to let that sit for another year and then revisit that next fall when we come back to see if we have any trends that are worth discussing. What I would like to do is show you where we're at with enrollment, which is significant. We've had some positive changes since last January. Last spring, we actually increased enrollment from the previous spring, the first time, I believe, since 2014. We are one of the very few colleges that did so across the state of Maryland. This summer, we had a 15% increase in enrollment verified with revenue. Shows us up about 1%. That's as of this morning. And that's been fluctuating back and forth between about 2.25%. Yesterday was about up 0.5%. But the positive story is we are up. While still a bit too early to parse out all the reasons why, I believe these improvements reflect at least the following inputs. Recruiting, advising, matriculation, financial aid, and billing staff have moved the needle on more efficient and effective means of getting our students into our system and registering for classes. This has been a massive team effort, It includes both the Y Mills campus and the Cambridge Center. Retention from fall to spring and from fall to fall has improved. Data is still out on how much that is part of our overall growth. And again, this is a team effort involving all of us, faculty and staff. We do have a demographic recovery occurring in our traditional high school graduating population. That trend will continue to about 2026 to 28, and we have to keep that in mind. That will be a future challenge for us. And that is why we must reinvigorate our programming that serves adult learners. Finally, we've added new programs and improved current programs, particularly in the non-credit professional skills, including welding, marine trades, and health sciences, that are bringing in adult and traditionally aged students as well. This is a trend we must reinforce as we prepare for the inevitable turn in our economy that will bring back more of our adult population for career transition and upskilling. An example of this is our paramedic program, which through the leadership of David Timms and John Longest, now has its largest starting class in the history of the program. One of the reasons why is that they've made that program accessible to working men and women who are currently EMTs in the medical service team. We need to do more of that. This brings me to the last part of my discussion, a review of our accomplishments over the past year, including developments while some of you were on summer break over the past several months. We have completed the implementation piece of our strategic plan. If you did not receive a copy of the plan, please pick one up on your way out this morning. All college divisions are now linking their work for the next year and beyond to the strategic plan. This will also provide the structure for our ongoing budget composition process, which has, believe it or not, begun already. We really get into it at the end of this month with our first meetings. The next budget cycle, we will continue to focus on three things: student recruitment and retention, continue to make progress on public safety for the campus, and improving our overall IT situation, both in terms of security, but also functionality and efficiency. With Matt Hapkoff's transition to full-time coordination of our assessment efforts and our solid work in both academic and student services and financial business operations, we are poised to be ready for the rigors of our upcoming Middle States accreditation cycle. Renovation-related moves over the summer. I am happy to report that our project to relocate and centralize our servers from the LRC and other areas on campus to the Dorchester second floor new IT office have been successfully completed. Relocation of academic affairs and related changes in the LRC and in our transition to the academic commons has also gone well. Remaining pieces are the renovation of the old server room in the LRC to house our college relations and marketing team, which we will complete by the mid-October timeframe. Miriam Collins and Paul Renshaw and their respective staff have done an excellent job on planning and design and execution of the renovations, including redesign of the north entrance to the Dorchester building. We are also finalizing the redesign and construction of the new Vice President's office suite in the first floor of the Dorchester building. To further the work of the LRC as our academic commons, I have tasked David Harper and Chandra Gelati to envision a makerspace to join the other facilities and operations in the academic commons. We have permanent hired our dean, Julia Smith, and she's on boarding. She's already made a difference. A search for the second dean position to lead our efforts in continuing education and workforce development is in its final stages. We've also hired a number of new, highly qualified faculty in English, nursing, clinical instruction, radiological technology, and the sciences. Finally, we're in our last stages on the appointment of a new vice president for student services and enrollment management. We've interviewed 3 highly qualified and experienced candidates from a diverse array of backgrounds. We are now in the final stages of reference checks and recommendations for a final appointment from the search committee. I thank David Harper and the member of the committee for working through a large pool of qualified candidates to get the right person here to lead our student services operations into the future. The organizational changes we made last year to accommodate the return of this critical position The organizational changes we made last year to accommodate the return of this critical position of leadership to the college is one of the first observable results of our strategic planning process we began this time last year. I look forward to working with senior executive leadership, with our new vice president to provide a running start with our work in this vital division of college. My commitment to you is to finish the improvement of the senior leadership team, to get us all working in the same direction, and to continue refining the leadership of the college at all levels, both academics and student services and the other components of the college. Unity of command is something I believe we all have to be going in the same direction. We're going to get that done this year. As we return to our work and begin a new year, I thank all of you who have made a visible contribution to our service to students and to our community. In my many exchanges with the citizens of our region and even leaders throughout the state, I always find a wonderful regard for Chesapeake College, and many times specific references to faculty, staff, and leaders who have made a difference in individual lives. Our community is proud of their college. We have donors willing to provide us with resources to improve our campus, to provide our students with the equipment and facilities they need for a meaningful learning experience, and to provide scholarships to provide students the means to pay for it. We have supportive county leaders and state political leaders with a vision that serves the needs of our region. In short, we are blessed with many good things and with the talented people it takes to make good things happen. I wish you all a happy return to campus, and my goodwill that you are prepared no matter what your role at Chesapeake College to make a difference to every student who comes to our doors to begin the next part of their journey in their lives. Thank you very much.